the screaming.
Hi, I'm Sophia. Actually, I'm the ghost of Sophia because she is dead because Park Jun.
This is NoonaTalk, where we talk about K-pop,
K-drama,
and everything else that entails being a K-pop fan.
including K-food. Do you like kimchi?
Especially if you're a Desi.
Yeah.
Because we're Desis.
We're Desi.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast,
YouTube here. As well as you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter where we keep updating what we're up to. And we're also hosting a giveaway on our Instagram account. So please check that out. You might win some goodies.
Today we're going to get into our experience and everybody else's experience, I hope, of PTD In Seoul. Are you excited?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And if you were one of the 2.4 million people who watched any of the three shows or all of the three
Or
shows,
if you were one of the extra people who watched it without Big Hit knowing, but they do know.
then drop a comment telling us what you liked the most about watching PTD.
Yeah, how was
favorite
your
moment,
experience?
favorite song, favorite performance. But first, Whassa Poppin.
What's poppin', guys?
So like we said, 2.4 million people watched the three shows, which is insane when you think about it.
It's so sad that there are only 45k people who actually saw it IRL.
15 per day.
Yeah, but everything else was just us online. We were in theaters, we were on our phones, we were
Speaking
in
of
parks.
theaters, there were over 3,700 theaters participating.
That's insane. So what else is popping?
I know that BTOB and Red Velvet, they have members who've tested positive. I think every week.
Every week. It's on, if you go on Kpop Reddit, there is a mega thread which is just COVID-19 updates, and every day there are like 5 people who are getting COVID-19. And then there was a comment there which I really liked, which is like, you know what is surprising? Everyone's getting COVID, but all members of NCT have been safe till now, and that is insane. And as we are speaking, we're recording this on a Monday, by the way, guys. Secret of behind the scenes. But G-Idol is having their comeback right now, like in probably
Half an hour?
Yeah,
No,
probably.
not even half an hour.
In 5 minutes, G-Idol are gonna have a comeback.
Since we're talking about comeback, Jackson released a mixtape.
Oh yeah, I know. I checked it out, and it was I was sleeping, and I woke up, and someone was like, "Hey, Jackson dropped a mixtape." I'm like, "What?" And then I was on my morning walk around your neighborhood, and I just heard it, and it's really like some of it is really good. There is this one song which I made you listen to in the car.
That was really good. I think when it first started, because of course of the sampling, I thought it was a different song. I thought it was the original.
It's got the Black Eyed Peas. No, Fergie.
Fergie.
Oh snap!
Also, Japan GTA.
Happened today again.
Early in the morning, yeah.
Early in the morning, and hype groups like swiped it out. ITZY also won. I don't remember what they won. ITZY won something, but it was TXT and Hypen, 17, and of course BTS won like 10 GD awards.
Imagine being at the stage, like, I think if you were to tell it, I don't know, 2014 ARMY that, oh, Japan GTA happened and Bangtan won like 10 awards. Can you imagine, like, what their reaction would be?
Well, I don't even think in that age there were that many K-pop awards in a Japan GDA as a genre. It's grown so much that it's great.
Yeah, no, I was talking to somebody today about how when they were younger and that they were younger, like a previous generation, so like 70s, 80s, they were like J-pop was the big thing.
It
And then
really
it died
was.
out, and then there was nothing, whatever, in their culture for a while, and then suddenly K-pop has come back.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see how like trends come and go.
J-pop was really big even
When we were younger.
Yeah, when we were young, like Baby Metal. I used to listen to Baby Metal when I was in college, so not even that much young.
I think it's time for us to get into it.
Get into it, yeah.
How do you preface this? How do you start?
How do you start? Disclaimer, we avoided talking to each other about PTD in Seoul while we experienced it all together. We avoided talking to each other because we were like, podcast ke liye. Save it for the podcast. So here it is.
I feel like I should mention, disclaimer again, that I missed D1. I was working that day. It is the only concert I've ever missed, and I hate everything about that. I will watch the recap, of course, replay, sorry. And I
At
know a lot of
6:30 AM.
I'm willing. 6:30, who cares? I would be up at 2. I woke up at like 3 in the morning to listen to the On snippet that they released on TikTok.
I didn't wake up for that.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
Yeah.
But like, no, I will watch the replay, and I mean, of course, I've seen things on Twitter. It's
Of
hard to
course.
like miss it, but
I made little notes because she told me don't tell me right now because she was busy, but I had to make little notes in my notes app to tell her. And one of the notes was all caps, Kim Tae-young.
I feel like that could apply to any day.
Any day, all days.
All days.
Okay. So we watched the first, I watched the first show online. I enjoyed it, but I of course missed watching it with you. It was mid for me as an experience, but of course Bangtan were amazing as usual.
Yeah.
Day 2 we watched the live theatre. Thankfully we got the tickets, we went there, we met so many armies, and we're going to talk about that at the end. That we have a special section where we're just going to talk about our live theatre experience.
Then day 3 we watched together online at home, which was great, but we were exhausted from day 2.
Day 2, so we just like lay back, we watched the show, we had fun, we were like in our seats bopping, but unfortunately our legs were so tired that we couldn't jump. But we vibed.
We vibed hard. What was your... I think it'd be hard for anybody to pin down, but a favorite moment from any of the 3
Let's start with favorite day. What was your favorite day? D1, D2 or D3?
My favorite is always D2. I always enjoy. I feel like D1 there's a lot of nervous energy. There's a lot of like, ooh, how does this work? How does that go? I mean, even though PTD is a set list that they've done 5 times before, 6 times before.
5, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not new to anybody.
Yeah.
But first day always has a nervous energy, and second day they always go a little bit wilder, which I really enjoy.
I'm more of a last concert kind of gal myself.
Because they use up all their energy.
All their energy, they're like, this is the last time we're gonna push in everything we have, and I'm always speak yourself, love yourself, Mots 1.
Mots 1, D2,
D2 was also last day, but
day.
even for me, like even though I was personally exhausted, I don't know how Bangtan have that energy, but D3 for me was the pinnacle of this concert. And special shout out to K-Armies, because you guys were not allowed to scream, you weren't allowed to jump, you weren't allowed to dance, you just had to like wave, clap, and I feel so bad. I was
like,
sitting there.
I feel like I couldn't have done the way I would have gotten kicked out within the first VCR. Like taking out the paperclip from his mouth, and I've been kicked out. I've been banned.
K-Army had done an AMA on their Instagram, and somebody had asked them, how did you guys stay silent? And they said it wasn't for us, it wasn't that we wanted to stay silent, and it was tough, but we did it for Bangtan because they have waited so long to be able to perform in their home country, and it has taken so many steps to get there, for them to get the permission, for everything to fall into place, clearances, everything, that why would we jeopardize this?
Yeah.
And I was so touched. Of course it was to let the concert happen, but it wasn't that we wanted the concert to happen. It was because they wanted the concert to happen, so we will follow these rules just so they can have that.
Again, couldn't have been me. Favorite moments?
My most memorable moment that I will remember forever is day 1 home when Yoonkook.
That was very
Yoonkook, and it was so cute, and all of them got together, and Cookie was like, and Yoongi was still rap, and Yoongi rapped this part, and then on day 2, Tay was like, how? I want to be a part of this too?
Yeah.
And then he like pushed Yoongi down, and he was like, you will not rap.
My favorite was when they're on the carts. And they're going around, and like how all of them individually sort of have their interactions with Army. Jin just like vibing. He's just vibing. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, hi. But like, Gana acha chal raha hai, I'm gonna vibe. Like, I love that so much. I mean, I really do enjoy seeing how all of them do have their own ways of interacting, and that's so emblematic of their personalities.
True.
But yeah, no, I just really enjoyed Jin on the cards. Yeah, the third day, day 3
wave
with like Cookie leading.
Yeah.
I think that's what we've always needed from them. I think. Like, we always fail.
I think the circular wave was a fail. No, my favorite part was in day 1, Tay, when Yoongi was trying to explain how to do the wave, Tay was like, oh, this is Korean Army, they don't need to understand. And immediately the next wave was a fail.
Do you have like a... I'm fearful of asking this, like a cute Bangtan moment versus a sexy Bangtan moment?
Cute Bangtan moments. I think Seokjuni takes the cake on the cute. He is the cutest person ever to exist.
Precious.
So precious. That Army, of course, the RJ with the Koya hat. That was so cute.
Namjinners were fed. When Yoongi fell on D2, and like then had to miss his like lines of telepathy because like his elbow was hurting. That video of him falling and then getting up and then doing the quickest waddle to the cart is the cutest thing I have ever seen. I wasn't prepared.
Cute, or maybe just energy wise when they were singing Ant-Man Man on
Oh.
day 2, and they were just like, and Hobie, I think he just like, he was like, I'm a new generation.
I think it was also
Ant-Man.
like the rain had come at that point
Yeah,
so hard. Yeah.
Like they were just like hardcore vibing and they were running, and Ant-Man Man has always been a super energetic song.
Yeah.
So that was really cute, fun, loving. I loved Bangtan.
I enjoyed that, yeah.
But everybody was sexy. Jimin, I will not talk about Jimin. Jimin was so goddamn sexy.
I feel like day 3 when he growled.
Day 2, day 1, every day.
No,
Jimin.
every day, but like for me, day 3 when he finally growled. Yeah, Jimin. I was just like, Were there any army slogans, banners, anything that stood out to you?
Yeah, there was this one banner that was just like, Jungkook, yeah!
My inner monologue whenever I'm watching.
Somebody was like, Jungkook, button up your shirt.
Jungkook he did not understand that assignment at all. I think I saw somebody who had just a small LED one only, which was Jin, but they put it on an RJ doll.
Oh, I remember that.
That was very cute.
I also saw this one army. She was an army mom, and she was a mom who was an army who just wore a big cape that was Super Tuna Jin poster.
Okay, favorite outfits. Okay, but you have to pick one.
Like outfits or outfit. Favorite, let's do overall look.
Let's do outfits and fit.
Okay. You do it
Okay.
first.
I think favorite outfits, I have to say Black Swan. I have to say Black Swan because I think it's so well done because black is such a hard color to show up well on stage because of lights and everything, especially when the sun sets. And personally, I would like, if I was ever doing costuming or anything, that I would not go for black. And having all black outfits is such a choice. It's a choice you've made. And they do it so well where if you pay attention, Hobie has one sleeve that's glitter and one pant that's glitter. Jin has asymmetrical hemlines and they are glittered so that you can see the asymmetry of them. And Yoongi has the skirt, which chef kiss. Icon. June's just looking like a gunda and I love it. I love it with the mesh
sexy
shirt.
gunda.
Sexy gunda vibes. Jimin with the body chain. Like there's so many elements that they've done to make the black stand out.
My favorite outfits have to be the Boy with Love,
Butter.
My favorite outfits have to be the Boy with Love Butter Dynamite outfits because they're just sparkly and glittery and so pretty. Jin's jacket is
Cookie's
shirt,
which is like slightly hollow, but it's not.
Even Yoongi's jacket with the rainbow collar, the pastel rainbow collar, all those outfits. And I think since the beginning of the PTD tour, even the one they did in Seoul, the one they did in LA, the one now they did in Seoul again, this has been my favorite look. It's so bright, it matches the vibes of the songs that they're performing.
Favorite singular outfit? Individual outfit?
It has to be Tay during Black Swan. That outfit has on my
with the pants.
Yeah, with the pants. It looks like he's floating. It's the whole collar, the singular collar. It's so majestic. It gives him the vibes, and Tay's just there during Black Swan making eyes. He's there during Fake Love making eyes. And the collar. And it's so royal. It feels beautiful. That's 100% my favorite outfit of the entire PTD era. Yeah.
Controversial but brave opinion. June's Haridwar chic from D2.
You'll have to explain it more. Not everybody will get that.
Fair. June wears the shorts and red for telepathy, stay and so what?
Yes. The last section before the encore.
And on D2, he showed up with these like beaded chain, with a hat, with
the
like
paisley.
It was all paisley, yeah. But like the way he looked like just any foreigner who's come to Haridwar. any of those were like, oh my god, yoga has changed my life. And like, sure, it has.
Yeah.
But like, he looked exactly like those people. Who bias wrecked you in these 3 days? I think I know the
You
answer.
know my answer. Why don't you tell me who bias wrecked you?
Nobody. Like, I feel like I walked in a Yoonjin stan and I've walked out a Yoonjin stan. I think, very honestly, Jin didn't hit me as hard this time. I don't know what it was. I don't mean it in a negative way either. I think he was wonderful and he was a great performer. But sometimes there are these moments where you're like, oh, I didn't have that with Jin. Whereas Yoongi, every time he would be like, I have looked at the screen and I was like, oh my god, my heart! It doth beat only for a woo.
High key bias wrecked by Park Jimin, as I mentioned earlier.
So by this answer.
Park Jimin. Park Jimin. Park Jimin. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say, but if I have to say it put it into words.
Attempt it.
His energy when he is on stage is unparalleled. And it's so, I think for me, it's not even the energy, it's the consistency of the energy. Idol Park Jimin will kick till here when he does the final chorus. Idol Park Jimin will lose it, he will get into the music. Black Swan Park Jimin will just be a part, like he is the Black Swan, he will be a part of it. He's so immersed in the performances and I don't know if it was just me, I felt that there was a lot of zoom into Jimin's face and I was very, very grateful. I was so bias wrecked by Jimin.
Set list. I feel like even though this is a set list majoritarily that we have been listening to since October last year, 5 times at least, this set list has been performed, now 8. What do you like?
I love all of it. I think controversial. I don't know if it's controversial opinion. I love it. Like, I think this is the first time I heard this set list. I was like, they're geniuses. They just took their best songs, high energy, some sad songs.
Oh, the balance.
For the balance. And this was my favorite set list. In terms of days, I do love Disease. It's my favorite track off of B album, as Zara hears every 3 business days. I'm like, oh my god, did you hear Disease? I love Disease. I was okay with Disease not being performed this time because it was performed like mad in LA and they did the whole June was a dog and
They also
was
did
a
it
dog.
during muster.
They did it during muster, but with an audience, it's a different
yeah,
vibe.
no, of course.
But I was very much here for day 2 set list with Anpan Man, with Home, with So What, Stay. I love these songs and I enjoy them live a lot. Again, my favorite part of the setlist was definitely the transitions. Like, excuse me, those transitions were excellent.
Dynamite to Butter.
Dynamite to Butter. That entire set, like Life Goes On, Boy With Love, Dynamite, Butter, that setlist is my
phenomenal
favorite. It's such a happy time. You're just like joyful and you're dancing. And F you to the haters who don't like their English songs because do you not like happiness?
Yeah, they don't like joy. What would you like to see if there was a song so far that you wanted to pick?
Can I say it?
Don't say my song.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying that.
Oh, okay, then which one?
Paradise. I want to see Paradise. What's up, Hangtan?
It's nice to have dreams.
What's up, Hangtan? I thought that would happen with Disease. Thankfully, no. But I don't know actually. I think the setlist is perfect. Maybe if I had to add something, they've already done this in LA again. But Save Me, I Am Fine is, legendary, I think. That is what I would add. And Dionysus.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Okay. So nobody's allowed to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are we breathing? I'm not here to breathe.
Wow.
What about you?
Controversial but brave. I'm willing to sacrifice Eternal. Like, it's okay, we've heard it, we're sad. Give me Louder Than Bombs.
Yeah, for real. What happened? We did a survey for Run. We voted number 1 Louder Than Bombs. You were like, oh no, they were Louder Than Bombs.
They were like, ये गाना ये हमको अच्छा yes अच्छा लगा बहुत अच्छा लगा give it to us. Since we're talking about feelings,
how are you feeling?
About memberments.
In your feelings?
In my feelings. I think they got very in their feelings in D3. But
Really?
not all of them. Not all of them.
They read us a poem.
Not a poem, a title.
A title of a poem.
That he didn't read.
He didn't read. I think it was still sweet.
I think it was sweet.
I think
yeah.
he prepared it. He read the title of a poem and he remembered that for us, and we were touched.
I was very taken with June's closing meant.
What a unique thing to say. Oh no, June's closing meant was great.
What a surprise!
Newsflash.
Lol. But the fact that he said that he didn't know how it would work with the silence and all of that, it's always, like we were talking as well, it's always so nice because they're so honest. They're so honest and they're so out there with their fears and all of that, which was lovely to see.
But for me, it was two ments that really left that I still remember. One was Yoongi, and it wasn't even an ending ment. It was D1 meant between Black Swan and Blood, Sweat and Tears. It was just the beginning, and he was just like, hey guys, we're also not used to all of you, not screaming, we're not used to just the claps. This is new for us too, and we are still learning. So please don't mind. And it was just in the middle of these two very intense songs, and they were just walking back to the main stage, and it was like talking to a friend, being like, hey, I can't do this right now, I hope that's okay. And your friend's just gonna be okay with it.
That's what I mean, like the honesty thing, right?
Yeah.
They're just being honest.
Honest, and there's this trust here, and armies are like, of course, we understand. We understand, and we see you still giving your most.
Some of them are giving too much,
Like Park Jimin. My favorite man from D3 was Hobbies, and he said, where he wanted to stretch his calves, which is great. And he said, the only thing I feel is relieved, and I understand that a lot of PTD for me was like, I'm so relieved they can perform again.
I was so sure that there would be an announcement post-concert. The way I was like, tour to announce karenge, album song nahi karenge, even though Jimin did slip up and
said our next song. I thought it was more likely to be a song. So single song is what I was betting on.
I was so sure tour because because of the Vegas thing. I'm like, अब तो मेरे को पहुंच ही गए, चलो Dallas घूमो, थोड़ा Europe आओ, But other than that, I was so sure, and then it was silence, and I kept looking at the screen, being like, kuch hoga, and nothing happened. I was so stunned.
Yeah.
Because for the last year, it's been something or the other, and nothing happened this time. So what do you expect will happen in Vegas?
It'll stay in Vegas.
How long have you been thinking of that?
I just did.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I'm not going to predict anything good happen. I'm excited for Grammys, and I think they'll tell us something before that, right?
I have a policy: do not trust anybody in that building. So I can't.
Have you heard the Spring Day rumor?
I did, but
the first day of spring is going to
20th.
happen on March 21st. 21st.
Oh, I thought it was the 20th. 21st is Monday.
Okay, well, what, 20th or 21st, and they've been saying, oh, the spring is near, Spring Day references. So a lot of people are expecting.
And it is the 5-year anniversary.
It is the 5-year anniversary of Spring Day, so we are.
See how time.
Time is crazy. It's time for this or that.
Are you ready?
I don't even know what this is about. I'm so.
It's going to be PTD related only.
Oh, okay. I'm prepared.
Yeah, I feel like I know some of your answers. But I am still gonna try. Okay, are you ready?
No, but go on.
Okay. PTD in Seoul or in LA?
PTD in LA.
Blonde June or Orange June?
Blonde June.
Ending with Microcosmos or ending with PTD?
Ending with PTD 100%.
Opening meant, closing meant?
Closing meant.
I know the answer to this. D1, D2 or D3?
D3, of course.
Jungkook being cute in LGO or Yoonmin high five in telepathy?
Jungkook being cute in LGO.
Jin with Maple Story hat, RJ Koya hat or Army headband?
Army headband.
Ooh, that was really fast. Well done.
Yeah, I am a very decisive person. It's time for a
Kpop.
There's a chocolate for you.
Thank you. Why?
It's White Day. Happy White Day.
What's White Day?
So in Korea, Valentine's Day is not the only romantic holiday. They have something called White Day, which falls on March 14th, which is a month right after February 14th. On Valentine's Day, girls give chocolates and presents to boys, and on White Day, boys give presents and chocolates to girls or their loved ones.
Now it's time for
Stan Talk!
live theatre experience. Now we finally get to talk about it.
Oh my god, I have been keeping it in. What an experience. Live viewing, meeting armies, having fun with armies, dancing with armies.
Was just so much
It was
fun.
so insane. I made so many friends.
Yeah, no, it was incredible to see that. Like, when we say community, we mean community.
Community. And this is what we were discussing, where that hall where all the armies were coming in and watching the concert in theatre and dancing together felt like such a safe space.
That
I'm
was
not saying
the extreme lack of men.
I'm not saying don't protect your bags or like throw your wallets out in the open, but it was just a respectful space. Everybody was respectful that we were all here to enjoy the same thing, and it was so nice.
Yeah, no, I think initially we were all still like pretending to be polite and sitting in our seats. I think about 10 minutes in, everybody was up, everybody was dancing. It was so much fun.
It really was.
My throat, it's been what, 3 days? My throat is still sore.
My butt is still sore from jumping and dancing.
No, it was just so incredible. And it was so nice. I mean, we spoke to a lot of people. We saw families show up.
Yeah, families, parents.
Somebody got their boyfriend, though. That was really funny.
Somebody got their boyfriend who was not in army and he was not interested. So he just sat there with his earphones plugged in and he was playing his game.
And like so many families, when I say families, I mean dads. Dads showed, which was great for them because we were not like PG.
The hall was not PG.
There was a lot of like step on me daddy happening. And there were real dads in the office, real dads in the theatre. Day 3, we missed the first 10-11 minutes because we hadn't made it back in time.
We were in the car, so we found an illegal stream and
then we
were
found
watching
another
it.
illegal stream. And then another one.
Yeah, like shout out a big hit because I remember when Bang Bang Con or initially when the online streamings were happening, it was a lot. They weren't taking things down. I don't know if that's a appropriate shout out. But Ami as a community are like, it's okay, we'll provide, we'll find links. One link goes down, immediately in the comments there's another link being put up saying that hey, watch it here instead. And yeah, thanks guys, y'all are love.
But it's so interesting for, I think in our fan experience, for the two of us very specifically, concerts make a very big part of it.
Major.
But that's not,
True for everybody.
yeah, it's not a uniform thing, which was surprising because there was an event, there was a soap birthday event, which was at the same time as the D3 concert.
Yeah.
And I was zapped, I was like, I'm never going to go to that.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of people who very enthusiastically went.
That's true.
So it doesn't have to be a uniform thing at all actually. It's such a, for me it was such an eye-opening thing to see that not everybody wants to see every single concert.
Yeah. Not everyone see it. Not everyone can probably afford it. Not everyone has the time. A lot of people just have work, or everyone has different priorities, and everyone's standing. Their way of standing is very different.
Yeah, that's very true because I think I must make a confession. I have definitely looped songs. I know I was supposed to stream them. I know, but I've definitely looped songs. And there's so much pressure to be a certain type of stan, especially, you know, when you're early into it, when you see everybody behaving a certain kind of way.
Yeah,
You think that's the only way to do it, but
the right way to stand.
that really isn't.
There isn't. You like what you like.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to make sense. Like I don't understand the appeal of not watching a concert. Like I think for me that's a big part.
True.
But I don't need to understand.
Yeah.
We're all danced out, we're all talked out.
Tired. I can talk more about it, but we'll save it for next time. Thank you so much for listening in, guys, and be sure to subscribe, like, follow us on.
Participate in the giveaway, which is on our Instagram. It's going on for another couple of days by the time this episode is out.
Definitely check it out and tell us how your PTD experience was. And if you met us at the live event, please send us a message. We want to say hi to you again.
Yeah, no, it'd be great.
Yeah.
And tag us in any other things that you see upcoming. We want to go to more events, we want to meet more armies, we want to meet other groups as well. I am a multi, so I'm here for other groups.
Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Sophia.
And I was Zara, and I still will be Zara next week as well.
This was